lovelies, it is I, myself, Kid V, with the heart of thunder, with the main shooter, Monty Aries. You know who it is, it's the guys you love, it is the neighborhood. Alright, here we go!
Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, lunch days in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood. Yeah, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Hey, break bread in the neighborhood. Hey, lunch days in the neighborhood. Shoot shots all day in the neighborhood.
Ayo, lovelies. It is I, myself, Kid V, with a voice that's never lacks, a voice always on max, and them be the facts. And beside me is my co-host, my tag team partner, my brother, Monty Aries.
Yes, sir. What it do, man? We are live on the Facebook, and we are live right now. You know, you're going to be able to catch the on the fly afterwards.
Absolutely.
On the Spotify, on the Apple, wherever you're listening to us. This will be shortly on YouTube a little later tonight.
Nice.
Can you let me finish talking before you go and add your extra ad-libs?
Sorry.
Like, damn, dude. Anyways, let's call it on a fly day, man. Out here messing up the lighting.
Good job.
Yeah, go fix it.
What? Why do I have to fix it?
Fix it. Hurry up. It's because you set it up that way. Hold on. Take a second, guys, because the kid wants to be all. There you go. Good job,
I'm
kid.
standing on my own wire.
Good job.
The wire's underneath the chair. It's stuck. Got stuck in the wheel.
This guy. Anyways, man, I hope you guys' Friday's doing well. I hope we can make it a little better.
Mm-hmm.
Can you switch it over to the chat just in case people come in on the Facebooks? That way we got that ready. Yeah, man, it's Friday, the end of the week. Whatever you guys got going on this weekend, let us know in the comment section down below. Share all that good jazz stuff. Yeah, it's again, call on the fly. We kind of have no real game plan. I have a few kind of like little ideas that I want to try that we'll probably mess around with, and then kind of just go from there. If the chat starts getting live, we'll kind of just start, doing some live crowd work or whatever, and that good stuff. But other than that, man, how you feeling today, bro?
I'm feeling pretty good. Definitely a little weird doing a pod on the, on a Friday afternoon.
Yeah, and actually doing it on a Friday.
Right.
But that's just because we just been so busy, man.
Yeah.
Last week, what was it? Why didn't we had like 3 shows. We had Chaotic on Friday.
Yep.
And then we had AP.2 and I had Focus Pro Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that was kind of the reason why we didn't go the route of doing a Friday pod. And
the concert.
Oh, yeah. That was the main reason why.
That was the main reason.
Yeah, because the concert. So that was the biggest reason why. And then this Thursday, we had Chaotic last night.
Again?
Yeah. So we got home pretty late.
Very late.
Yeah, so it was just like, did we really want to go live at like 11:30, 12?
Yeah, because by the time we had everything set up, it would have been just about midnight.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
And that would have been too much, I think.
Nah, yeah, man. So, like I said, man, we better get into it. These it's funny how we get into the transitions just because freaking when it's live, they just see it or hear it,
right?
And then people listening on the Spotify and all that stuff, freaking thing. But anyways, let's get into today's on the fly, baby. Man, where everybody at today, man?
Right?
Where everybody at today?
It's been a quiet day, I feel.
Yeah. For the most part, got a pretty busy weekend. Like I've been needing to take a break, but I just haven't had time to take a break after last week because my back is just still F from that ladder match, dude. This freaking sucks.
And I can tell you one thing, like every time I've walked into the apartment again, all I smell is Tiger Balm. So it's not like you're not trying to take care of it.
I'm applying that, John, like it's freaking water, bro. Like it's water. We got to chat in the little thingy real quick. Shout out Jonathan. What'd he say?
He says, wow, 2 handsome young men that I enjoy being around immensely.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's
so.
what
Where
said.
you at?
Where you at, John?
Where you at right now, guy? Where you at? But yeah, so I'm still kind of recovering, and so I've been took it real easy on my body this week. Haven't been able to hit the gym, but I've been doing some like little lightweight exercises while I've been home, and then like yeah, even at training, like have not been going hard because like my back sucks, dude. It sucks so bad.
It's there are times where the rest is way more important, though.
Yeah, and then so then I knew we had Chaotic coming up, so I just wanted to make sure that my back was as close to 100% as possible before the show, and I think for the most part, like I felt like my back yesterday was not like straight. It still like was not the best, but like I was able to get a lot more mobility around for the most part than the past couple other days. So I felt like I was gravy to pretty much work, and I felt like we did pretty well. I felt like my back held up for the most part.
I think you did fantastic, especially considering how you've been feeling lately. Getting to see you, in the ring doing your thing versus like at home when you're just like, jeez, man. Jeez, man.
I think I'm even seeing like a little bruise on me right now.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. I don't ever get bruised up. I'm too dark. like you never see bruises on me, man.
I got a huge bruise on my thigh, actually. It's the thing's about that long and about that thick and just right on my thigh where when I
the people want to see it.
They should not. It's a little high up, and maybe one day when I start wearing trunks instead of everything else, maybe that's when I'll have the confidence. But until then,
just run up an OnlyFans, bro.
Yeah, actually,
run up an OnlyFans, my dog.
The OnlyFans where you just get to see our injuries.
Yeah, that's what it is. So I had a few I was thinking about something earlier, and I was like, man, because you know how I am about like trying to get into like in depth like wrestling and getting into the nitty gritty about what we do and all that bullshit. But I was thinking just to kind of help and like if people wanted to like help support, we set up a what was it like the subscription thing here.
Okay.
But I felt like what could we do, what content could we bring and for people to want to like even pay like $2 a month to even like have any extra additional content. And I thought like right off rip maybe we could just go into like these like little video pods where we could bring up matches, our own matches, or people submit matches for us to watch, and we could give like, I mean, who are we anyway, to really be given like any type of like criticism or whatever, but more of like, that's an interesting view, and then be like, why do you think this in the Shine is not as good compared to it being executed in this way or whatever.
Got you.
So like more in-depth talk about the behind the scenes or the wrestling psychology of shit. So I felt like maybe if we went that route of people wanting to support and pay for extra like content or whatever, it would kind of be around that route, because like all in all, I feel like fairly we have a really decent understanding for how fresh we are, based on stuff and like peep stuff. And I like to be able to talk wrestling, but like that would be more of a incentive for me on my end to kind of like, really deep dive into wrestling, and all those little aspects.
And it's kind of fun just to talk about that kind of stuff. You and I have a lot of fun just chit-chatting back and forth about it. So getting to be able to do it and getting to see, these matches that the fans want to see and have us review, I think that would be actually really cool.
Yeah, or even just like again, watching our own matches back and like being like critiquing certain things where it was like, all right, that I should have not done that, and then get into the explanation of what was told to me on why, and then trying to find that stuff in other matches. So I felt like that would be pretty cool. And if it happens, I'm not sure when or if, but that was an idea that I was thinking about, and I kind of wanted to put out there for the listeners and the viewers to kind of like make that decision and kind of like help guide us on that decision, because I just don't want to do it if there ain't gonna be nothing out of it. You know, if we get like 2 people out of the 50 plus that we have that are doing that, then I'm like, all right, maybe we drop it or come up with a different idea.
Right.
Or if you guys have ideas that you would be like, all right, I would pay $2 extra a month or whatever to have extra content of you guys doing this, or you guys watching this or playing this or something like that. So
I'd actually I'd have fun with that. I think that's the big thing, is we'd have fun. And that's the biggest thing I want to see when I'm watching a podcast or YouTube channel or anything, is if the person's not like phoning it in and all that, that's the worst. But this is stuff that we enjoy.
right.
And that's why I think this would be a cool idea. And that's why let's do it. Let's do it. No?
I just when the camera's on, I don't like how you are sometimes. I really don't. It's weird. It's just like
I'm
I feel
overtired and hyped today.
I feel like you try too hard in front of the camera than you need to. Instead of it being more casual. But you do you, boo boo. You do you.
I always do.
I'll probably end up just canceling the podcast if you continue to do this.
2 free extra hours.
Right. Yeah. So I was watching a lot of like wrestling stuff, and like I saw the Chris Van Fleet. Is it? How do you pronounce his last name?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
It's like Chris Van Vliet, because I think it's a V. I was watching his Dijak interview. You know, me being a fucking mark and shit. But like, there's a lot of things that like watching that I felt like I was able to absorb in a sense, like based off of his experiences and what he was talking about. And just like the biggest thing that kind of came out to me, I think, out of it was just the calculated risk and taking risk, and just like, but like making sure that like if you're gonna do it, you know, do it smartly. You know what I'm saying? Like don't just you know, impulsively take the risk. Like if you're gonna take, like I'm pretty sure that, I guess that's why it's called a calculated risk, because you're being like, all right, before I take this risk, you know, you have a plan to be like, all right, if I do this, it's to help me get to here. That will eventually help me get to here. Instead of just being like, yeah, I'm gonna take this risk and not think about it, and then like just take it and fucking ends up like, you know, hitting the fence, you know, pretty much.
Got you.
So I was like, I feel like that was my biggest takeaway from that. And it was just like trying to understand that and trying to have to like kind of take risks, because I feel like where we are right now, not that we're like plateaued or anything, but it's just more on the lines of like, we're getting close to a level where it's gonna get to a point again that we're gonna have to take a risk and kind of just trust the like what's happening. And I feel like that's gonna be coming a lot sooner. And I felt like that was just something that I needed to hear watching that, being like, okay, you know, so if there is a situation or an opportunity that does present itself, you know, try to, and it's a bigger than usual type of thing.
Right.
I feel like it should be a calculated risk. And if it is like the scenario being a risky thing, then it should be like, we should approach it calculatedly, right? So that was my biggest thing. I thought that was really dope. It was just cool to hear like his experience and stuff, because everybody's experiences, like when you hear these podcasts from like former WWE guys or former like people that were in bigger positions in the business, like it's interesting hearing all the other you know, the experiences, how Dijak's experience was completely different to somebody like Jinder's experience,
right?
Or even like, you know, a Ricochet experience, you know. And I thought that was really cool. I always find that stuff interesting.
Yeah, no, and it's the different perspectives as well, because I caught you, we ended up, while we were on our way to Chaotic, you were listening to a podcast, a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, I was listening to one of Bischoff's
Yeah.
podcasts. I love listening to Bischoff's podcast.
That was a fun podcast to listen to because it was a completely different perspective from what we know, from what we see from the wrestling business.
And that's the thing though too with Bischoff's podcast specifically, like because of the stuff that he's been able to kind of like do in the business and like the impacts he has made, like his knowledge is so like up there, and like
Right.
it's not just like wrestling. It's the business aspect of things, like the real business, like CEO dealing deals and freaking sponsorships and advertising and stuff like that. So like when I'm listening to his podcast, I get a lot of like, I learn a lot about that stuff from hearing his stories and just being kind of surprised and taken away on how like corporate.
Yeah.
Like once you get to the higher aspects, I think probably in just like any aspect of any business, really, when you get to a higher level, how corporate things become and how much not tied down or strict, but like, yeah, pretty much that, you start to have to be comparatively to like a lower thing where it's, you know, it's not as thing and you have more choice and more like control and direction of how things are going to go or where you want things to go. So it's like when I'm listening to Bischoff's podcast and like some of the guys that he has on him, it's just like, for me, it's I'm always just like in like student mode. I'm listening, I'm trying to learn, I'm trying to be like, all right, I'm trying to get familiar with that aspect, because those aspects of the business are just as important as being a wrestler and just wrestling in a match or whatever. So yeah, I really enjoy listening to Bischoff's podcast.
Yeah, you definitely have to have me around when you listen to more of that.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Why are you making me guide all this, bro? Fucking guide it. Don't.
All right. Because last time I was just like, oh, all right, I'll do this. And then you're like, you're being extra. You got too many ad libs. So now I'm cutting back.
Let me explain to you
why
you're being
cutting back.
No, let me explain to you why you're being extra. Because while I'm talking and we're supposed to be speaking to a camera because it's a camera show, right? On Fridays, you're like that movement for some reason bothers the fuck out of me, because you don't do that when we don't have a camera.
Yeah.
And you don't even do that when we casually talk.
I look at other people a lot of the times when we talk.
But you don't do that to me.
Yeah, because I don't usually have to look at you.
Exactly.
Okay, so
don't look at me. Look at the camera.
I won't look at you anymore.
Thank you.
Okay. We're not looking at each other. Ooh.
He's messing up with the mic now.
That was such a slight turn, too.
I know, huh? You barely touched that.
Man.
Go, kid. Go.
Go?
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, I didn't get to watch any of the stuff that Monty got to watch. We listened to a little bit of the podcast by Eric Bischoff, but for the most part, I've had to just work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been an interesting work week too. Like, I've been doing my best to like really put my mind onto the wrestling stuff. So I'm now keeping a notebook. You know, any ideas that I get down, I've been jotting down. But for the most part, this has been a kind of uneventful week for me, which is kind of sad.
All right, but no one gives a damn about that. What do you want to talk about, bro?
Oh, dude, I didn't come in with a game plan.
I don't know why, bro. This is exactly what I'm talking about when it comes to this podcasting bullshit. It's like I have to think about every fucking thing. Kid never thinks about shit, and when he does, bro, it's very rare and very little. He knows we shoot on Fridays.
I know we shoot on Thursdays.
He knows we're shooting for a Friday.
Yes.
We're dropping something for a Friday. We drop weekly podcasts.
We didn't do that last week.
We drop weekly podcasts. So the same way that you're 24/7 thinking about wrestling, you should also think about other topics and shit to talk on the pod. You watch a lot of fucking YouTube bullshit. You know, you could be like, oh, well, you know, maybe I could talk about that, or maybe I could bring that up and just see what that reaction is.
You wanna get a reaction on the battle tactics of some Civil War battles?
That's not the only shit you watch.
That's a good majority of it.
There's nothing that happens that you're scrolling through like social media and you're like, oh, well, maybe I could bring this up on the pod.
No, because I'm boring, bro.
You see, bro, because you're not thinking about the pod. It's not that you're not boring. It's that you have interest that interests you.
That interests me.
That you exactly. So you could bring it up as a topic on the pod, and it could possibly, not for sure, but it could possibly, engage in a decent conversation.
You know what did happen?
You would never know until
you know what did happen this week?
What?
I got to play Fortnite for the second time.
You were fucking trash. You were fucking... Yeah, you know what? Actually, you see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. I needed you to do that. Because now we could get into another topic that I wanted to kind of like bring up eventually. And now that's like the perfect segue.
And miss out on that perfect rant that you just had?
What rant? That wasn't ranting.
That was a rant.
I wasn't ranting.
That's a rant.
We're about to get into a rant.
Okay,
because you brought a video game.
Let's continue ranting.
So we're about to get into a rant. Okay. Shout out Casey in the chats from the Facebook. I want to listen to an hour of Kid V talking about exploits of Stonewall Jackson. I have no idea who that is.
We don't talk about the Confederate generals.
Yeah, we don't talk about politics here, guy.
I mean...
Technically
true. Technically, you're very correct on that.
Thank you.
At the same time, it's politics from over 150 years ago.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Politics, my guy.
Period. The end.
Yes, sir.
Unless we have the politician on.
Yeah, Fortnite is cool, Jonathan. Fortnite is cool, but here's the problem.
He says, I think.
Here's the problem. Kid V is ass. I never... So here's my real problem, right? I never have people to play fucking Fortnite with, okay? And this shit pisses me off, okay? It pisses me off so much I had to slam the cup
he really
down.
did. That was
like
I was getting worried.
I text Mallows, and Mallows is like, "Oh, I'm gonna go hit the gym first. And then I'll hit you up." And then he goes hits the gym and never hits me up. What kind of bullshit is that?
I wouldn't leave you hanging like that.
Right? And then. I don't know. All these other people, I make posts on Facebook, and they're like, "Yo, add me," and I'm like, "Bro,"
and then you do add them,
and then I don't even know, man. I don't even know. Like, we gotta connect. You know what I'm saying? We gotta make sure we on the same game. The only person I really like playing Fortnite with is Jonathan. Not even Jonathan. My fault. Jason Bond.
Wow.
I've never played Fortnite with Jonathan. That's the only reason why.
Jonathan just got excited there for a whole second too.
Nah, he didn't. He didn't give a damn.
But yeah, I'm pretty bad at that game.
Yeah, it was trash. Granted, he was playing on the Switch, but still, he was still ass. I'm like, I don't get it. He's not a person shooter. Nah. That's the thing though too. He was like, "Oh, I'm not an FPS type of guy." I'm like, "Motherfucker, it's not even first person."
Okay, it's third person. I'm not a shooter guy.
But you play these Confederate war games.
Yeah, that's controlling a whole army.
But you're still shooting.
Yeah, that's a whole
army. But you're still
from
shooting. They're still using guns, and they're still killing people.
Completely different perspective.
They're still doing the same thing.
That's like asking a food critic to
Jonathan
go ahead.
said, "I didn't realize Fortnite was this big of a deal for you. You are a true Fortnite." No, I'm not, bro. I just got into the fucking game. I just prefer Fortnite over Warzone because Fortnite does it gets me upset, but it doesn't get me I'm about to break my controller and break this TV type of upset. You know what I'm saying? My faction for WWE.
Yeah, I was about to say.
And Call of Duty Warzone does that to me.
Yeah, I do. Have you ever actually broken a controller? Have you ever what is it?
Rage quit or
I wouldn't even say quit, but rage from a game to the point where you broke something.
Yeah.
What'd you break?
Yeah, I broke my headset.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I was so pissed. I'll never forget. It was Black Ops 2. Call of Duty Black Ops 2, right? We playing, and I kept dying, and I got so pissed, and I legit was like, "Yo, what the?" I did that, right? And the thing goes flying, and I'm in a party with my boy, and I look, and the shit fucking snaps.
Oh man!
And I'm like, I'm holding one side, and I'm like, yo. And he's like, "Yo, I can hear you." I was like, "I just broke my headphones," and he's like, "Dumbass." I was so tight. After that, I was like, "Yeah, I'm kind of gonna lean off of Call of Duty." Then I ended up getting next year's game and the year after that, and I kind of took a break again. But yeah. Yeah, that's the only time I've ever really gotten so upset that at a game that I've actually broken one of my accessories.
Got you.
We got a couple chats coming in. Can you scroll it down?
Yeah.
Casey says, TBF Mallows do be at the gym a lot. I don't give a fuck about Mallows being at the gym a lot.
He cares about him being on Fortnite.
Exactly.
I gotta
Keep scrolling down.
Yeah, we got one new message.
All right. Jonathan says, I've been playing Metal Gear. That's pretty much it for me. I've broken a controller because of it. Rocket League. Come on, bro. Rocket League? For real? I do play Black Ops, but I haven't since my head set, bro. Now I just feel like you guys are just like biting me right now. You're like biting off of me. Only for the pure fact that like I've never seen Casey be so frustrated. So I can't really believe I don't know. I gotta see that firsthand.
Right.
I gotta see that firsthand because Casey's actually really chill. So, but that's very funny. I was gonna go somewhere, but then I forgot again. Okay. Yeah, so, oh, yeah. That's funny because he brought up he was playing Metal Gear. My biggest issue with video games right now is, like, I can't stay on one video game.
Oh, man.
So, like, even story games. So, like, I got Hogwarts Legacy in, like, December and then, like, played it for, like, a week or two and then stop playing it. And then I'll re-download it, maybe play a little bit more and then delete it again. And then I'll do the same with GTA. I'll do the same with a lot of the Kingdom Hearts games. Yeah, I struggle hard staying on like one specific game.
Yeah, I remember you were like really enjoying Hogwarts Legacy too.
Yeah, and I actually ended up re-downloading it again recently. I was actually playing it yesterday. But yeah, it's just hard. It's because with me,
yep,
I have to, once I get into the game, I'm invested.
Got you.
Like, if I start playing, I can't just play for an hour. Like, 9 times out of 10, I really only got time to play for, like, an hour or two. But more often than not, it's probably, like, an hour. And to sit there and play a story game with the little time that I have, knowing that I'm going to get invested and want to play more, and then I end up playing more, so then I end up wasting more time. And then those extra 2-3 hours could have been, applied somewhere else that could have been completely much more, 100% more, what's the word?
Productive?
Yeah, productive.
No, I feel you on that because I that's the same reason why I really can't play story-based video games. I'm big into the sports video games. I'll play a sports video game with you. You'll wipe the floor with me on them.
We were playing Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Fighter Z, and we had a couple good intense games there.
That was actually really fun. I'm not going to lie about that.
I think I ended up breaking the control though, like my trigger on mine.
Oh no!
Yeah, so it's like a little fuckery there.
Okay,
I gotta play around with it. Maybe it's just a little loose.
But no, that was actually a lot of fun. But yes, for me, it's sports games. Even those fighter games, even though they're not my favorite, I enjoy them because there's not a big story behind it, so you can just play for an hour.
Hold on. I could show these on stream. Hold on.
What?
Let me see. Show on stream. Ah, that is so fire!
Wow. All right. This is pretty cool.
Do you guys see that? Y'all saw that?
I think they did see it.
What?
Yeah, so we could actually...
Wait.
Yeah, go ahead. Throw up another one.
Casey says, TBF Mallows be at the gym a lot.
A lot.
Do you guys see these? And it even says it's like Casey from Facebook.
That's actually really cool.
That is fire. What? That is crazy. We're doing that now. Every time a comment comes in, it's going right up on the screen.
We're gonna have to we'll have to play with the with our setup here.
Yeah.
No, because I'm the closest one to the mouse, and I can't see the chat at all.
So then what you do is, move up.
Move up.
There you go. To the side, kid. You saw it. Hold up.
Yes.
Jonathan said it. We did see it.
We did see it.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, now that's kind of in your face.
Yeah.
There you go. Much better.
All right. And I can peek at the chat from the same.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That is so dope.
That is actually really cool.
We're learning something new every day, man.
What's the next comment?
Hey, yo, audience interaction unlocked.
Y'all part of it now. Y'all part
That
of
is
it.
fire.
Y'all part of it.
Man, we just learning new shit, huh?
Well, that's the thing. Like, calling it on the fly day, and we're finding out things on the fly as we're podcasting. But
Right.
how much time did you have to go through all of the actual system stuff to figure out all the cool little nuggets like that?
I didn't take no time. I kind of just
Exactly.
learned on the fly, my guy.
That's what we're doing. That's why.
Yeah. So, back to the video game topics, man. It's very interesting because WWE 2K, you know, the infamous WWE games, out here getting some heat.
Heat?
They're getting heat, brother.
Really?
And the heat is this DLC pack that was supposed to drop this past Wednesday and then never dropped.
Oh, that'll get you heat.
Right.
That'll get you heat
But you know what
real quick.
you know what gave him even more heat? You know who's in this DLC pack, my guy? Pat McAfee and his whole podcast crew.
Really?
Yeah. Hold on. My block. Congo coming out here.
How we doing?
Saying some war words right now,
Wow.
brother. War words. Running it back to our first match.
Oh, yeah.
This is my block. Bow. I couldn't eat a meatball right after. I wasn't allowed to eat meatballs. I couldn't open my jaw passes.
Right. I remember that week, too, because
Yo,
you was just like, that was crazy.
I was not tight, but
No,
I was just upset because I wanted to eat the meatball sub, and I couldn't eat the meatball sub.
That was really the only reason why you were upset.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so Pat McAfee getting his co-hosts and all that shit in a DLC pack, a whole DLC pack for them, and a lot of fans are not too happy about it, and I'm honestly on that side.
Oh,
because there's a lot of WWE superstars right now that you know that kind of, I mean, in my sense, NXT specifically, right? That could have been in the game this year. There was evidence of files found of certain call names of certain superstars from NXT that ended up not making the cut, and then we end up getting this Pat McAfee DLC, and a lot of people are just like, you know, if I want to play a football game, you know, if I want to play as football players, I'm gonna go play football,
right?
You know, I'm gonna go play Madden or the new college football game that dropped, you know? They want to play as wrestlers, and I kind of agree. I don't mind Pat McAfee specifically,
right?
Because he's been involved on WWE TV. The other coworkers I do kind of mind, because for the pure fact that, like, we could have gotten Sol Ruka, you know, we could have gotten, you know, maybe even like Jada Parker, or we could have, you know, gotten some more fresh crops from the NXT. You know, maybe even Obafemi could have made it. You know, like.
So
it should have been it should have been an NXT DLC pack.
That makes sense to me. That, like, again, Pat McAfee has been an on-air talent.
Shit, he's even had a match.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But what, like, the other guys are just the guys from his podcast?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so whack. I mean, granted, like, it comes with a bunch of moves, like bunch of DLC moves, but like even that, the moves aren't kind of worth it for the other guys. Now that's like, outside of Pat, there's like there's 4 other slots, you know. He said, how you gonna put Pat McAfee's friends in before Oba? 100%, dude. Oba's out here making waves. So it's like, those are like 4 extra slots that could have easily gone to like the especially the people that I had just mentioned,
right?
You know, so I'm on that side of things specifically because I'm not gonna touch none of his guys. Like, I'll probably play with Pat McAfee maybe once or twice, and then not even do it. And then our next DLC pack isn't till, I believe, September.
But you said this one didn't end up dropping either.
Yeah.
Do they have a timeline for it?
So it ends up coming out next Friday or next Wednesday. But even that, like, just to be delayed for a week, like,
yeah,
it's already not already looking like a lot of people aren't already looking forward to this pack. What I do think though is maybe they're gonna throw in some surprises here. You know, maybe it was an extra week because now we're gonna drop some extra shit that was unannounced.
Okay, that would make up for this fumble.
Nah, for sure, and whatnot. But I feel like all in all though, WWE, what he says, Jonathan says, I think it's for mainstream appeal, get more eyes onto the game. 100%.
Yeah,
and I honestly probably think it's just probably a business thing on that end where it comes from like, you know, Pat McAfee and his deal and fucking, you know, whatever, just a marketing standpoint, right? So definitely a marketing standpoint where you could try to attract other, you know, another audience that don't usually purchase the game or even are aware of the product or something. I just hate it because the core fans care about that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like for us, it's like I buy these games every year, dude. I'm diehard WWE games fan. And for me, that's like probably honestly the worst DLC we've ever gotten. And honestly, I think it's the first DLC that's actually been delayed in like its whole history, dude. Like it's kind of baffling, to be honest.
So they're usually pretty on point about all the DLC?
I don't ever remember there ever being a delay in a DLC.
Wow.
I do recall them removing people from a DLC that was announced.
Yep.
You know, to like either somebody getting released, so now they're not with the company or whatever, so they end up getting out of the pack. So I understand that.
Yeah.
But like a whole delayed for a whole extra week.
So yeah, a week pack and a delay, that's definitely going to cause a lot of problems.
Yeah.
And especially when this game had a lot of hype. I remember you and I talking about it a lot.
And it's weird though, because with 2K24 this year, it's like it started off good, started off red hot. And then after almost every other update, the game's slowly starting to break, you know, and it's just like now you're getting bugs here, getting bugs there, and it's I don't know. I think 2K kind of just need to either drop the game and like stop developing WWE games, and WWE needs to sell the WWE games license to another game developer.
That would be nuts.
Or they honestly do another WWE 2K20 type of deal, and they take another 2-year hiatus to really, really develop and clean up all the fucked up shit. Because this game is so like I'm pretty sure if you opened up the hood for this game, and you looked at all the coding, all the fucking shit, it's first of all 2K are using a engine, a coding system that they haven't developed. It was passed to them from another developer.
Was that did they get it from Ukes?
Yes. So pretty much when Ukes left, they were like, here's WWE 2K18's base. Figure it out.
Yeah, good luck.
Right, exactly. So with that, it's just like every year they were trying and they're slowly trying, but like there's reasons why Universe Mode doesn't get the love that everybody's fucking desperately asking for.
Right.
And there's reasons why other game modes are fucking fucky and shit, because they're playing with coding that they're not familiarized with or still trying to get familiarized with, while adding new shit of their own stuff in there. So now it's mixing up shit. And then now it's like, fuck, what do you do?
Right. It sounds very shoestring and gum put together, you know? Like
I think they need to just wipe it clean and start brand new. If that means we have to lose universe mode, fucking so be it. Because they're still coding. I know for a fact they're still coding in that game from like the Xbox 360s, PS3s. You know what I'm saying? Because there's certain animations and like reversals that I'll see that I've seen since WWE 12.
Right.
And like, dude, like, there's a reason why when you add an update and you're fixing this to this new coding that you guys develop, it's fucking up an old coding.
Right.
No, and now you're trying to fix that, and now that's fucking up another coding, you know?
So do you think that maybe it should just be, you know, whoever ends up making these video games, maybe it should just be a release every 2 years to give them that extra time?
I think.
Yep.
Because WWE is already kind of going, WWE games is kind of already going the direction of live service with my faction. Okay. You know, constant updates. They're adding new models, new persona cards, new little events to play.
Yeah.
And new card packs. I think what they should do is if 2K24's life cycle ends up just fucking dying before the last DLC, I think they should just scrap 2K25. Take another 2 years, continue to support 2K24.
Got you.
Through live service, like through the My Faction. So maybe they scan whole new models for like certain new characters or certain updates for people and release them in My Faction as persona cards. That way you have initiative to play, whatever. You're updating your game kind of in a sense.
All right.
While you're waiting for the core brand new system where it's fresh data, all made by 2K, only 2K, none of the uke shit, none of the shit from a 360, none of that.
Built from the ground up.
Exactly.
That makes
completely.
sense. But that makes sense to me. That's very logical. Now, if you don't mind, I'm gonna have us hop on over to the comments.
A lot of comments came in. We don't pop
coming
them
in.
up. So
all right, so from Matthew, 2K has so much potential, but their online DLC and post-development usually is mid. Congrats on your success. What's next for the neighborhood? Long-term goals.
Man, we out here just riding a wave, dog. Long term is just to keep doing what we're doing at a high level and staying healthy while we do it.
Yes.
You know, and whatever opportunities come our way, we take them, calculated risk, and you know, we just take it day by day.
Yeah, I love the fact that you brought up calculated risk because that really does feel on point.
I'm telling you, dude, like watching that interview, that was the biggest takeaway that I got from that.
Makes sense.
All right, next question.
From Casey.
Or next comment.
From a business standpoint, I understand it, but some of that fresh talent could use the royalties more than 2K needs the fresh buys.
You know, honestly, when you're looking at it in that perspective, for sure.
Yeah.
It all comes down business, right? It's whatever's gonna keep oil in the machine,
Right.
Like, or whatever's gonna help put more oil in the machine. If putting in the likes of Soruka and all these other names that are fresh faces into the game, and they just don't get their royalties. Like if I was a businessman and I was trying to grow my brand, and I had to choose between, all right, do I put these 4 young up and coming talents that are probably going to be in next year's game for sure at this point, wait for them to give them their royalties and wait and have them come in this year, or wait for next year, or could I take this opportunity to put this guy that is a well-known football player, has well over millions of people in his fan base, follow him regularly, listen to his podcast regularly, has a big impact in what he does, and I put him and his buddies in the game, the type of market that I'll be able to attract. Right, revenue wise.
Right. Who's going to buy the games? You know, are people buying games for?
And it's not even buying games.
All right.
Because people would buy the games for the new upcomers.
Oh, absolutely.
100%. It's what's going to put more eyes on the product and add more revenue. Right? Do we make more money putting these fresh faces in the game, or do we make more money putting these 5 celebrities in this game that will help put us, help get more eyes on the game, the product, all in all.
Oh, and just imagine if Pat, once Pat gets added to the game, that's going on his pod as well. He's going to be advertised.
He's already made statements over it.
Absolutely.
Because he's like, where's the aux? We got the aux thing laying around. Where's the long cord?
That's a great question. Now that we got the new sound bar, that might be buried a little bit.
God, bro, why do you always do this shit?
I'm sorry, I got a brand new sound bar.
All right, but you know that the aux is a part of the setup, and that's important to have. Just throw it to the side.
I don't think we threw anything to the side. A lot of stuff just fell. All right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't see it freely right back there.
My God, bro. What the fuck, dude? Good job, dude.
Hey, it's a lot of wires.
Nah, bro, because it should always be plugged in there. It shouldn't be unplugged from there at all. The same way that we shouldn't unplug none of these shits. I understand you unplug this shit so you have room,
right?
But that shit should stay plugged in. It should not be plugged in. If you're not gonna have it and you don't want it long, nigga, tie it around.
Yeah, no. For me, it's these guys when I try to push this in. I don't want to break any of the wires here.
So then you even just unplug it, but wrap it around the soundboard.
All right.
So it stays attached to the soundboard.
We had a spot for a while. That's where the spot was.
Freaking guy.
And now we got a new sound bar.
Freaking guy, bro.
I made a very important investment. Bro. Every time. You can't say every time.
Bro, y'all, they can look through the archives and they can find the amount of times that I've asked for the fucking aux cord and we have not had it. It's more than often every time.
I would say it's about 50-50.
Not even 50.
Oh, absolutely.
70-30.
Oh, we have another comment. Your guy.
My guy. I think it's a matter of, do we cater to the real wrestling fans or do we get more eyes from the public that might get into wrestling if we add outsiders? Also, what's poppin', boys? What's up, Ty? You getting on Fortnite later?
He better be.
And I completely agree with that statement. You know, I 100% agree. I think that's exactly where they went that route when it came to making the decision of this DLC pack specifically.
The exact question that they had to ask themselves.
Do I think it's fucking smart on a business aspect? Yes, sure. But as a fan, as somebody that spends my money to go buy this bullshit, it's bullshit. This DLC is just straight bullshit. I don't care, 2K. I'm willing to do motion capture regardless. You know what I'm saying? But just I'm real, man. I love my video games, man.
He's passionate.
Like that's my biggest thing, dang. You know what I'm saying? I asked Todd, you put up the wrong motherfucker, bro. Oh shit! New Wolverine skin today. Everybody get on Fortnite tonight, boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's got to be for the new Deadpool movie, right?
Yeah, probably. I'm not a big Wolverine fan. I fuck with Wolverine, but it's not my go-to, so I don't really care for the new skin. Right now, I'm grinding to get that Captain Jack Sparrow. You know what I'm saying? I got Jack trying to get his skeleton skin. You know?
Oh, from the first movie?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. It's fun.
Those are good movies. I gotta revisit those.
Hell yeah. So yeah. Yeah, that was my rant about wrestling games.
That was a long rant about wrestling games.
I could rant on games all day, man.
Absolutely.
But before we kind of start winding down here, there was two games I wanted to play. Right? Mm-hmm. We named the wrestler, right? I think we could do probably 2 or 3 rounds each on that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to ask ChatGPT or probably Google. Maybe Google.
All right.
But I am going to leave it up to the viewers right now. Mm-hmm. Give us, so for example, what I watched was who are the top pro wrestlers with the most title reigns, right? Mm-hmm. Top 5, right? Let's say that. In WWE specifically. Let's just keep it WWE so it's simple.
Right.
But you don't use that one. But give us like, top 5, most wins or longest tenured in the company or stuff. Give us a question on that. 2 of them. That way Kid can answer one, try to guess them, and I can answer them, and we'll kind of rate them out or whatever. So Kid and I will come up with, let's say, 3 wrestlers. Mm-hmm. We're going to ask questions. We'll do the whole 60 seconds on the clock, brother. I wonder since we're live.
Since we're live,
let me see. Could we
put up a timer?
That would be fucking amazing. Live. Oh, nope, don't want to do that.
Nope.
But that's funny. We could add something else. You hear that? You guys hear that? Is it clapping playing right now?
Because I don't hear it.
I don't hear it.
No.
We'll probably hear it back later.
We'll be watching the pod back and suddenly just in the middle of it.
Right. Maybe I could add that.
Ooh.
Nope, not that. Get rid of that. I don't know what I'm doing. Is that there? No, that's a preview though. I know that for sure. So you guys don't
there
see
it is.
That. People. All right, so I will just keep the timer on my phone here. We got some chats coming in. Any new? We did see it.
Yeah. No, scroll down.
I gotta scroll up. So now I'm scrolling down. There we go. All right, cool. Oh, they hear the clapping. That's hilarious. That's hilarious because we couldn't hear that shit.
Yeah,
we couldn't hear that shit at all.
I don't know if I like the idea of cues without any.
Yeah, if I can't hear that, bro, I don't know how weird it sounds.
Right.
You know, that type of stuff.
It could be completely off vibe.
So while you guys, serious, drop those 2 questions, top 5, whatever records or whatever, Kid and I will guess them, see if we get them correctly. But until for you guys have time to do that, we're gonna do guess the wrestler. So right off rip, we'll kind of keep it, you know, around a specific genre. So like era or whatever.
Okay.
We'll kind of keep it more modern or maybe-ish, you know, maybe within the last 15, 20 years type of deal. I'll go first because I already have like my first one set up.
All right, that's good because I'm still thinking of one.
So my 60 seconds starts now.
All right, so
You have to ask me questions.
on for who the wrestler is that you're thinking of.
Yep. You already
right.
wasted like 5 seconds, dude.
All right, well, thank you for explaining the game.
I explained it before we started.
Has this wrestler won a world title?
Yes.
Has this wrestler been in any successful tag teams?
Yes.
Let's see. Is this character more of a high flyer?
No.
Does this wrestler usually wear pants or trunks?
Pants.
Pants.
15 seconds.
Is this wrestler... Shoo, man, this is a lot harder than I thought. Let's see. Is this wrestler...
5 seconds.
I'm going to go, is this wrestler Jay Uso?
Nope. Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yes, sir.
That's a good one.
You got one yet?
I had one that I wanted to do, but then you said has to be in the more modern era, and then you made a year cutoff that was like just past where I was going to go. I was going to go Attitude Era.
Oh, okay. We could probably still do that.
There was but there was a lot of wrestlers during the Attitude Era. That would be, I don't know. Do you think that?
Do you have your next one? I mean, you could try it. We could try it.
All right, let's try it out.
All right. So on 3, 2, 1, my 60 seconds starts now. Was he a world champion?
No.
Was he a part of a faction?
Yes.
Was he a part of DX?
No.
Was he a part of NWO?
No.
Was he a part of the Ministry of Darkness?
No.
Was he a part of the Nation of Domination?
No.
Was he a part of the corporation?
No. Think much smaller faction.
Too Cool?
Yes.
Grandmaster Sexay?
Nah.
Scotty Tuati?
Scotty.
I figured it out in 34 seconds.
I wanted, like, when you said faction, that's why I had to really think about that. It's like, with Rikishi, that's 3.
Yeah.
But at the same day, I would consider New Day a faction.
That would still be a faction. I
Right.
think a faction is any more than 2 people.
Exactly. And that's why I was like, for me, it was kind of that gray area. Because, like, a lot of people are like, oh, trios. We've got some.
Okay.
We've got some of these popping in.
Yeah. I see that Casey was trying to guess. Let's see. We got Tyler putting in top 5 televised matches, top 5 highest paid wrestlers. We'll throw those on screen.
Yep.
Like those.
Those are interesting.
What did top 5 intercontinental title reigns?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like that too.
Both of those
All
are
right,
good.
cool. So we'll get into those. So we did 1, 1, 1.
Yep.
All right, we'll do one more each. That way we get into those.
Okay.
Specifically. Let me see. Okay, I got my person, and your 60 seconds starts now.
Is your wrestler primarily on Raw?
No.
Okay. Is your wrestler primarily on NXT?
No.
All right, SmackDown. Is your character... has your character been a world heavyweight champion?
Nope.
Has your character been a champion?
Yes.
Has your character been a United States champion?
Nope.
Has your character been an Intercontinental champion?
Nope.
A tag team champion?
Nope.
Ooh, my goodness. Let's see. I did say world heavyweight, so undisputed champ?
Nope.
Has your character been a 24/7 champ?
You know what? I actually have to jump back. You said prominently.
Yeah.
So NXT was the one.
Okay.
Because I was thinking about currently right now.
Got you.
So I'll give you an extra. I'll give you one. I'll stop the time on 53 seconds. And I'll give you 2 extra guesses.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go... let's go with Trick Williams.
Nope.
Darn.
One more, and then I start the time again.
And then you start the time again? And it has to be a guess, right?
It could be a guess or it could be a question.
All right. That's a hard... Like, man, even having more time actually makes me think, like, I can't waste this question. And at the same time, now my brain's going, oh, you should just ask this random thing. Which wouldn't help me at all. Do they have a flying finisher?
Yes.
Ooh.
Time starts now. 5 seconds.
For some reason, the only thing I'm thinking is Eddie Guerrero.
Nope.
Brain just immediately just went, Eddie.
I said NXT.
I know. But immediately my mind just went 5 seconds and went, Eddie.
Mine was Carmelo Hayes.
Carmelo Hayes. I had a, like, that was so...
You were close.
It was, dude, it was really far in the back, but like, when I said Trick and you said no, I was just like, nah, he ain't going Carmelo. That would be too easy.
Yeah, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, I played myself on that one.
Yep.
I played myself.
Okay, you have your next person thing?
Yeah, I got one.
Top 5. Hold on. I'm going to get this next one set up.
Sounds good.
I don't know, matches. Okay, staying fine. All right. And my 60 seconds starts now. Are they from the Attitude Era?
Yes.
Okay. Were they part of a team?
They were part of a team, but before the Attitude Era, even.
Okay. Was it the Rock and Roll Express?
It was not.
Okay. So in the Attitude Era, they were singles?
Yes.
Did they win any championships?
Yes.
European Championship?
No.
WWE Championship?
Yes.
Were they a high flyer?
No.
Were they a brawler?
No.
Did they ever wrestle The Undertaker?
Yes.
In a Hell in a Cell?
That one I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but more likely than not.
Wrestle Hell in a Cell, or a WWE champion. Stone Cold?
No.
The Rock?
No.
Farouk?
Nope.
All right, my 60 seconds is over. Final guess. Billy Gunn.
No. I was going with Flair because he was in all the eras.
Bruh. I don't ever remember seeing Ric Flair in the Attitude Era.
He was with WCW.
It was WWE.
Right, and then he came to WWE.
Not in the Attitude Era.
What do you call that whole era of wrestling?
He was not he was in WCW in the Attitude Era.
In the Attitude Era, yes.
Yes.
But that's in the Attitude Era. That's a whole era of
But
wrestling.
I'm talking about WWE people.
All right.
He was a WCW guy.
At that point, yes. And then
So
he
he wasn't a part of WWE.
I think he made the jump during the end of that era.
Exactly, the end of the era.
Yeah, which was still part of the Attitude Era. Didn't he show up?
No, he did not.
I was sure he showed up at the very end of the Attitude Era.
No, he wasn't even. I could tell you right now, and y'all could correct me if I'm wrong.
And that's the thing. I
could tell you right now, I don't recall anything in the Attitude Era that involved Ric Flair. I don't ever remember seeing Ric Flair on a Raw's War. I don't ever remember seeing Ric Flair on the Oval SmackDown. Never.
I thought he ended up going to Raw before they did the acquisition.
No.
I was pretty certain on it. That's why I picked Flair.
Nah. You did not get the assignment, dude. You did not get the assignment.
I guess not. Now, what are these top fives? Explain this stuff to me.
All right. Yeah, it's just ranking, freaking. Let me see. All right, I'll just ask ChatGPT because Google keeps bringing me to like other bullshit. Who are the top? What was Tyler's thing? Top 5.
He had 2: the top 5 televised matches or top 5 highest paid wrestlers.
We're gonna do both of them because
all right.
You got to guess the top 5 televised matches, and I gotta guess the other one.
The highest paid?
Yeah.
All right.
Who has the top 5 most televised? How the fuck? Why can't I spell, bro?
You want me to pull it back up for you?
No.
Okay.
And WWE. All right. And ChatGPT is bringing up the info right now, man.
All right.
Okay. They found it from 4 different sites.
Wow. That's actually really cool how it can actually just like real quickly do that.
So quickly, dude.
It's kind of weird, but it's also like, all right, that's kind of a useful tool.
So,
all right.
Gave me its top 5. You have to try to guess those top 5.
So
you just kind of guess a name, and I'll tell you whether or not they're on the list.
So top 5 wrestlers that have had the most televised matches.
Yep.
All right. So number 1, I'm going to go with Orton.
Orton is on the list, but he's not number 1. He's number 4.
Okay, I'll take that. Top. Shoo. All right. I'm going to go with. And this is of all time, right?
Yep.
Dang. Okay. I'm going to go with Stone Cold then.
Stone Cold. Nope.
Really?
Not on there.
Triple H.
Nope.
Wow. All right. Phew. Man, I feel like this should be a lot easier than I knew Orton had to be on there. I'm going to guess that Cena might be on there. Cena should be on there.
John Cena is on there, and he's number 5.
Number 5. Oh, man. All right, so
3 more left.
3 more left. Are they mid-card guys? Like, I feel like because
I would consider one of them, yes.
Dolph Ziggler.
Yeah.
All right.
He is number 3.
All right. I've gotten the bottom half. Why can't I not get the top
I don't think
one?
you'll get these next 2.
You don't think so?
Yeah, but when you find out,
I'm gonna
you're gonna be like, damn.
All right. And you said that these guys are still higher echelon too.
Mm-hmm. So you got Dolph Ziggler at number 3, Randy Orton at
number 4.
Number 4, John Cena at number 5.
Man. All right, let's see. Brock's not on there. Is Kurt Angle on there?
Nope.
Edge?
Nope.
What? I was sure it would have been Edge. Oh man. Ray?
Nope.
I'll
give you 3 more guesses.
3 more guesses. All right. So let's see. Batista?
Nope.
Man.
You're almost there.
I'm almost there?
Yeah.
Let's see. I said Flair already, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So is it going to be like some old 80s guy that happened to?
No,
okay, so it's still more modern because we've had to do way more TV.
2 more guesses. I'm
close with Batista. Dang, man, like who else is like on TV every single week for a long period of time though?
Let's see if there's any guesses in the comments.
Cena at 5 feels crazy. Thank you.
Yo, honestly.
Yeah, that does feel crazy. And that's why now I'm thinking of like, who else could be?
Hurry up. Your kids are here. Everybody's here. We got to wrap this up, my guy.
Dude, I can't.
You
think
give
of
up?
Yeah, it's gonna be 2 heels. It has to be.
All right. So number 1 is Kane.
What?
Number 2 is Big Show.
Damn.
Right? Can you guess the amount of matches?
That they've had televised?
Yeah. Can we? I'll start with from 5 and up. That way you'll have a sense of where to be at. So number 5 with John Cena. Can you guess how many televised matches he's had?
Oh my goodness. Televised matches. I'm gonna say we'll ballpark at 500.
Hell no. Nowhere close.
Nah.
Nowhere close.
Because I thought I was going to ballpark at 1,000, but I felt like
That's the better range.
To me, that feels too much.
No, that's the better range.
Okay. Let's say 1,220.
Close.
Really?
John Cena with 1,334.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Can you guess where Randy Orton's is?
1,570.
1,349.
Oh, all right. So those were actually pretty close.
Can you guess Dolph Ziggler's?
Dolph Ziggler. He hasn't been around as long, but he's had more matches.
Yep.
How does that work?
All right.
Let's go 1,400 on the dot.
1,379.
Okay, so we're getting close to the 1,400.
Kane. All right, Big Show.
Big Show. I feel like Big Show's had so many, so I'm gonna like really jump up. 1,005.
1,434.
Ooh, all right. So that was too big of a jump.
Kane.
1,450.
1,663.
There's the jump. Wow.
Crazy.
How did I not get Kane and Big Show?
Right?
Yeah, they were. Yeah, that makes sense though.
Okay, so you scroll down. I haven't seen it.
Yep.
So the highest paid.
The top 5 highest paid WWE wrestlers of all time.
Damn, why did I put all time? God damn it. Roman.
Not on the list.
Okay. Brock Lesnar.
Not on the list.
Wow. Triple H.
On the list, number 3.
Okay. John Cena.
Number 2 on the list.
The Undertaker.
Not on the list.
Wow. Randy Orton.
Not on the list.
Shawn Michaels.
Not on the list.
The Rock.
Number 1 on the list. You've got the top 3.
Stone Cold.
Number 4.
Hulk Hogan.
Number 5. Once you got on that roll, you knew exactly.
That's crazy.
What it was.
All right, keep it up, because I kind of want to guess the numbers here.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be specific on numbers. I'm gonna try to keep it just like around bold shit.
Let me just see. No, it's actually just basing it off of net worth.
Oh, net worth?
Yeah, so it's the top 5 net worth of these guys.
Okay, cool. Oh, cool. All right, we'll go off that then. Top 5 net worth then instead of highest paid.
So starting at number 5 with Hulk Hogan. What's his net worth?
1 mil?
No, higher.
6 mil?
Even higher.
20 mil?
Close.
22 mil?
25 mil.
Holy shit.
All right. 25. Yeah.
Okay.
And then it says despite financial setbacks even.
That's crazy.
All right. So number 4, Stone Cold.
32.
45.
Let me guess a couple more, bro. Don't just tell me.
Sorry. I thought. All right. Sorry. Triple H.
So you said Stone Cold was
45 million.
So Triple H got to be at like 60 mil. Higher, lower?
Higher.
70?
Higher.
100 mil?
Higher.
That's crazy. This one's my last one. 200 mil.
150 mil, right in between.
Wow.
All right. Next is John Cena.
300 mil.
No. Actually, this is weird. It's actually lower than Triple H's. That's really odd. But yeah, it's going off their numbers. The only numbers they're giving us are net worth.
Okay.
But this one's less than Triple H's, so maybe he did earn more as a wrestler.
Okay. So is it less by a large margin?
Yes.
So maybe 80 mil?
Little bit lower.
So 65.
60.
Wow.
Yeah, you almost nailed that one.
Wow.
All right, and I apologize. I started reading how they were ranking them, and it's kind of odd. All right, but let's go with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson at his net worth.
500 mil.
Lower.
420 mil.
You're getting closer, but a little lower.
350.
It's a little higher on that one.
380.
Almost got it. Almost
Give
got
up.
it. It's going to be 400 mil on the dot.
Wow.
But man, you know what they call that?
What?
They call that FU money.
Yeah.
Where you can do whatever you want.
I bet you
I got
right-
money. F you.
I bet you right now if I check my net worth, negative on it.
Yeah, we ain't.
1,000. You know what I'm saying? Golly, then.
Right?
Golly. Bam, man. Golly, that was an episode, man.
That was an episode.
At first it was a little weird, and then we started feeling it, started vibing.
Yeah, I think a lot of it just was. I honestly had no idea we were going to be dropping this pod.
It's called On the Fly, brother.
Yeah, no, we got here and I was just like,
we talked about it yesterday.
we talked about doing a pod, and then we
And
weren't able.
I said if we got back too late, we could just shoot it Friday.
Oh, I didn't.
And you were like, yeah, okay.
Oh, that part went right out of my brain.
This fucking guy.
I apologize.
Man.
That's on me.
All right, man. We just want to thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? I want to thank y'all for tuning in live on the Facebook. If you're watching on the YouTube, make sure you subscribe. All that good jazz. We're going to start wrapping it up here. We got the family. We got stuff to do. People to beat up. All that stuff. But again, subscribe, share. We're trying to get this going. We are currently, I believe, ranked 22.
22nd, yeah.
22 in wrestling on podcasts. So
Yeah.
that's kind of weird. It's dope. Let's get that to the top 20.
Yeah.
And then the top 10. And then the top 5.
We going for number 1, baby.
That ain't gonna happen.
All right, but it's good to set goals.
Yeah.
All right.
But go ahead and show a lot of
love and energy.
And before we do that,
all right,
drop those plugins, man.
Well, you can find me on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the X/Twitter, ProRezKidV. That is Rez as in wrestling, and on the TikTok as Red_Head_J. Hit him up, Monty.
You can find me on the Instagram, the Facebook, the TikTok. That's Monty Aries, MANIARIEZ, baby. And on the X/Twitter, that is Aries_Monty with a S. Now go ahead and show a lot of
love and energy.
And with every situation that comes your way, approach it with one motto and 2 goals. Show up
and show out.
Yes, sir.